All right, here we are. We've arrived at the olive processing facility. You can see the olives stacked up and ready to go. These are our olives plus others' olives. And then we're bringing in olives that were transported by the truck that day. We'd actually brought over olives that day, but then the day before we also brought in olives and they were stored there locally for the night. These are coming right out of the back of the truck here and then being dumped into the hopper. You can see them filling up into the hopper, and from the hopper there's a little elevator here on the bottom that sucks them in and then takes them up to be further processed. We'll show you that in a minute. But this is just continued emptying of the bags of the olives we brought that morning that were picked for the day before. You can start to see that little conveyor that brings up the olives. This is the guy that's working there. He's unloading the olives that were brought in the day before. I think we had 51 bags in total. Each bag weighs about between 30 and 40 kilos. You can see in the background, the other olives from other people in crates and then the bags. Everybody brings them in different ways. Forklift carries about 10, 12 of them there into the building, unload them into the hopper, and then up the hopper via the conveyor to be de-leafed first and then washed. That whole one at the top of the conveyor, just to the right, there was a de-leafing, and then that is the area where they're washed and weighed. But now you can see the last few olives going up the conveyor of ours. The conveyor is now empty. Being de-leafed in that area is basically a vacuum that sucks it out and goes out these pipes. Across the street and into the pile. Back inside you can see the washing process, and then it's kind of shaking a bit. And then they get poured into a tray. It takes about 7 or 8 kilos at a time. You can see the little dial there reading up to about 7 kilograms, and then releasing it. So it fills up and then releases it. And it goes further downstream for further processing. So it's basically weighing the olives at that point. You can see the accumulator. At that point it's 811 kilograms. This one is now reading 1,600. This is at the very end of the processing. Got about 1,600 kilograms of olives coming through, or that came through and were weighed. You can see it drops down into a lower area, which then feeds into the crusher. The last of the olives being washed there. Once the olives are crushed, then they end up in these bins here, and then are mixed and heated and warmed up to a specific temperature. There's the mixing process of the olives that have been crushed. Pits, skin, and meat all crushed in the crusher off to the right. And the crusher feeds into these bins and then ultimately feeds it into that silver bin with the gray light, stainless steel. Further downstream, the separator separates out the oil from the, it's called the sludge. You can see this now. This is the everything, the crushed olives coming in, passing through that pipe to the separator. Separator takes out the non-liquid part of the olive. This is more another view of the meat and liquid going through to the separator. The liquid gets separated out in olives and then goes into these strainers. There's a little water added too, and then take it away for some. Don't know exactly how that all works, but these are the final areas. But this is where, once it separates the meat out, the meat goes into a big bin outside, big round bin, fills up, thing is almost full there, and then goes up that pipe into the top of the truck to be shipped off and used elsewhere in other agricultural and I think energy production. There's maybe some burning going on of that. But here you can see the liquid gold coming out of the stainless steel strainers and being strained, and then it goes into another strainer that has a scale just below that. That's square, lower container. Lots of streaming, lots of beautiful yellow gold liquid. And then that's a scale that shows the amount of kilograms so far accumulating. 110. Some discussions happening about probably processing. And you can see the bins here are starting to empty. And getting the totals here of 268, 269. We'll get up to about 269 kilograms of liquid olive. This is now, you can see the accumulator scale reader going down because he's dispensing, he's sucking the olive oil out, putting it into these white containers. I think there's about 50 liters in each one, maybe 4 kilograms probably, and they're all filled up here. And now we're going to bring them and put them inside the truck and take them back to the ranch. And here we are back at the ranch, taking the 50 liter containers and dumping it into 200 liter containers. So he's got 200 liter containers, which will have the final olive product, which will then be dispensed into cans.